Hello, Mesa family, friends, Reverend Ryan. And today is the 28th of January, 2026. It was a Wednesday. Today I wore black because on Wednesdays we wear black. That goes back many, many, many years. I had a whole other story. I'll tell about that one day. Anyway, tonight is the Mesa Indivisible monthly meeting, and I'll be speaking at that. I'll be hopping on that in just a bit. I can't really quite check my watch because the Migra watch keeps the Migra watch goes off so much. This is just such a sad commentary in our world. And I know there are times when we are powerhousing through, we have walls and waves of personal power and focus and vision. As you can hear in my voice, I'm still getting over this head cold thing. So right now I'm a little laggy on that. But since I will be getting on in just a bit, I wanted to start with part one. Part one of City Council. Well, on Monday. We're due for this. All the hot goss. All right. City Council, part one. The first thing, I just want there to be some understanding of context here. It used to be that when I first started going to City Council, a year ago now, I would walk up to the upstairs, because the upstairs are where council chambers are. Walk into City Hall, go upstairs, and there was usually some representative from the city with cards, physical hard cards that were colored on blue cardstock. And they handed those out, and they're like, cool, if you want to speak on one of the items that's on the agenda, you fill it out. I wanted to speak on the 287G agreement. I didn't want, that's not on any of the agendas for the city of Mesa, so far ever. So no matter how many times we keep saying end this agreement. And then there were security officers, and then there were security officers, and then there were a QR code that you would scan in order to fill out your blue card online. But you could also fill out the hard copy and submit your thing via the QR code. And, I spoke with the city representative, and now, they said to submit both. And there's a whole city council's meetings of blue cards that have mysteriously disappeared. They're not recorded. Nobody knows, all of the comments that were given to the city up to that point for that meeting, completely gone, obliterated off the face of the earth. It's so shady. It is so shady. Then you filled them, you filled these things downstairs. And downstairs there were at least tables and pens. And I'm like, okay, we're making progress. And then there were more security guards. And then there was a weapons detector that you have to go through. Now, mind you, I haven't ever heard of a single threat being held at City Council, any whiff or whisper of violence, or the people have worn shirts. People have spoken as is their God-given constitutional right. People have worn t-shirts. Anti-ICE, pro-immigration. We want to end this 287G agreement, right? Get ICE out of Mesa, out of state. Get ICE out of this country. So yeah. And then now there's the clear bag policy, and it just keeps changing and changing. And now there's no more blue cards. And now you only fill out comment cards online. And then the comment cards were only going to be recorded if you filled them out till noon of the day of the meeting. But then now magically they're up to 6 p.m. I don't even know. I don't think anyone knows. To be perfectly honest, I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody honestly knows. I think this was rushed out And it needs some fine tuning, obviously, right? And any new system is going to need fine tuning, but dang. And then there was a time that the entire city council was mysteriously packed with red hats, but that never stopped us from coming back. We've come back several times since then. And then after it was all packed with red hats, though, interestingly enough, also kind of, mysteriously enough, the next meeting, instead of waiting to the end of the meeting, which is the process, which is the, procedural decorum, Mayor Friedman was just like, whatever, screw it. We're just going to do them right now so that everyone can go home. And handpicked the 3 people to speak, but made it more, and handpicked, it seemed like, everyone who is very much in favor of this 287G agreement to speak. Interesting that. However, we keep coming back. We keep coming back, and we keep coming back bigger and stronger. So join us, dude. You gotta go. All right. Part 2. Hang on.